Hello, hello, I'm Yudeysis Cores, your host here at the 3rd Detours International Film Festival right here in Orlando, Florida. Today we are celebrating independent filmmakers, storytellers that bring big ideas, raw emotion, and a whole lot of heart to create something that we all can connect with. Now, I am especially excited because these films explore everything from grief, love, companion, comedy, and even a little bit of chaos. Now, today we are chatting with these filmmakers to discuss their creative process, their journey, and what it truly takes to create a film. So, if you're here to learn, be inspired, and most importantly, support the independent arts, don't go because we are just getting started. All right, everyone, we are here with one of the first filmmakers of the night. We have Aida Mestour. Now, Aida, tell us the name of your film and a little bit about what is it about.
So it's a movie about domestic violence, but not until it got bad.
Okay.
It stops right before it gets bad. It's a
Mhm.
person who makes a choice to leave before things get super dramatic and before abuse gets too physical.
Mhm.
And it's based on a true story. The person who has been through this story
Okay.
actually had a small part in the film. She financed the film.
Oh,
She was the
wow.
executive producer, and it was great to shoot with her and alongside her. And we've talked about her whole life for so much time, and we found this little snippet of courage that I
Yes.
saw in her life, and I really wanted to portray the story.
Well, I saw the film myself and it was definitely beautiful. What was some of the productive struggles that you had on this film? Specifically for maybe someone that has been wanting to do a film and they're just not really sure where to start.
Always having a small budget is a struggle because then
Okay.
you have to wear many hats. You have to ask for any favor you can from anybody that you know. You have to make very strategic choices about where to spend the money that you have,
Mm-hmm.
which festivals even to apply to, how to distribute it, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
But just really choices also about like the creative process, like what do we have budget for to make it in the film.
Mm-hmm.
That's important enough to see the story that we can use that budget for, because there's so much that we want to show in the movie.
Right. But
We
there's
don't
only a
always
certain
have-
amount of
but
time.
there's only
Right.
a certain amount of resources. So short films are very, very restrictive in that way, because
Yes.
you don't have enough time, no resources to show the story as you want. But you
Right.
still have to be truthful to the story and the theme. And so these are usually the struggles of
So trying to create the story and make it into that vision, but at the same time dealing with all of the
Dealing with the
restrictive
reality.
factors and dealing with the reality. And I'm glad that you shared that because we want to go ahead and explore the reality of what it really is to make a film. This film kind of explores cultural pressure, fear, and love, right? Behind those invisible walls, hence behind the glass. Why was it so important for you to go ahead and capture just the complexity of all of those three things?
Yeah, because women are always pressured to stay in relationships, for the sake of their families, for the sake of their children, always think about the husband, blah, blah, blah. But it's even more pressure in Arab families. It's kind of a big no-no to divorce, or even worse, press charges like she has done
Right.
against her husband. So there's family intervening, trying to pressure her to remove the charges, drop the charges, and, kind of like, let's see where this is gonna go.
Right.
I kind of wanted to show that little bit of a pressure, and also both sides, because everybody outside of the home thinks he's a good guy.
Right.
And most guys who are actually abusive, you would not think that they're abusive at
Yep.
home, and then.
And we kind of see that with the character, right? Kind of doubting herself.
Yes.
Should I do this? Should I not do this? Should I listen to the advice of my friend?
Yes.
And I thought that was so relatable. You are the director and the writer for this film as well.
Yeah.
How did you balance both? Was this your first time doing this? And talk to me a little bit about, how do you play both of those hats at the same time?
Yeah, I actually love to write. I wrote everything I produced so far.
Okay.
And I wrote a novel, and I'm currently writing the second novel. But this was a little bit particular, because usually when I write, it's my story that I came up with, or that I based on whatever I went through. But in this particular scenario, it was somebody else's story that came to me with their script. I kind of had to read the script and say, like, no, listen, we're not going to shoot any of that. I have to make up my own script, because with the means we have, the time we have, and what we're trying to achieve, kind of like reinventing the story through their lens
Right.
is a different thing, because it's also a true story, and I have to do justice to her, her actual real life,
Right.
And her experience, as well as trying to make it work as a film, as something that anybody can just go see.
Any future projects coming up, and or if someone wants to go ahead and continue your journey as a director and as a writer, what are any social media handles that you would like to go ahead and share for the audience?
Sure. So I have my own page, Aida Mestour, which I like share a little bit about writing and filming on
Okay.
it.
Can you tell us the name of that website?
Sure. It's mostly on Instagram, really.
Okay.
It's Aida Mestour.
Okay.
I write fantasy, so anyone who's interested in checking out my fantasy novel, it's called The Golden Flower Saga.
There you go.
And the second book is coming out in May, and otherwise I'm writing the feature that I'm trying to produce for next year, as well as another short that's very, very deep.
Wow.
Very important to me.
Okay, girl. So we got lots of things coming up. This is amazing. Thank you, Ida Mestour. Thank you so much for your film.